Good afternoon. This is the video update briefing for December 21st, 2017. Let's get right into it. First, from our operations section, I have a couple things I wanted to point out to make sure everybody's on the same page. Both the IAEP and the IAFF bids are done, with the IAEP bids starting on January 1st, 2018, and the IAFF start on the 18th. Keep that in mind. Also, HR wanted to remind the folks that are working that called in sick during the holidays does require a doctor's note to be turned into Rhonda Walker at HR, so don't be surprised. From the medical section, we got a few items to bring up to you. First, due to the nationwide shortage, ketamine is not available, hopefully for just a couple of weeks, but they're switching to etomidate to use in the place of ketamine. Ordered through normal supplies and warehouse, and once your ketamine gets low. The alternative protocol for drug-assisted intubation pediatric respiratory failures are out on Target Solution, and a hard copy is being placed in the current clinical care guidelines. Also, you can ask the training captains or the Ask OMD for any questions. There's going to be a release of some new or amended protocols or simple adjustments next month. The full clinical care guidelines revisions will be released in May. For a July implementation. Also, some great news. The monthly QA was this week, and our STEMI, sepsis, and trauma alerts are in the high 90s accuracy, accurately called. And Raf want to pass along what a great job to all the crews that are doing that. That's great news. From training, they had quite the full slate also to bring up. First, Chief Lincoln's got about 35, actually more than 35, taking a written test for engineer now. The tentative practical is on the 4th and the 5th of January. And up to 30 positions may be needed, engineers, if all the captains come from the engineer spot. So we got that going too. The captain's reading list went out via email today. So we anticipate late January with the written test and a practical to follow at Polk State. The Safer New Hire class starts January 8th here. The Medic class starts February 5th, and it's limited to 12 positions. And late January, the Blue Card Practical is in Brevard, and they're waiting on them to confirm the actual dates, but anticipate it's going to be late January. Also, station unit renumbering is coming. We're working with the SO on the implementation schedule. As you know, they do our dispatching, so it's kind of a pretty big deal. We got to coordinate with a lot of folks now to get these stations and unit renumbering completed. Medical Rescue 691 is moving to become Rescue 251 on January 18th. 641 is going to go into service, Rescue 641, in January sometime. And also, we're looking at some peak activity BLS ambulances. So look for some more information on that coming out. From logistics, we've got arrival of the rescue TIC cameras. They're going into operations now. They were on the fire trucks. Now we're outfitting the rescues to put those on. Welcome new equipment. 4 brand new rescue trucks will be here by the week's end. We got 3 of them in today after I had the briefing put together. So I got some pictures in that will follow on those. So I didn't have time to include them in this briefing, but they'll be after this slide here. 11 of the Halmatro tool combo sets have been installed, and work continues at a fast pace. And a big thanks goes out to Eddie Taylor and Lance Meacham. They're doing a fantastic job getting those things installed. Currently fitting everybody for wildland/extrication gear. Terry Perkins is out traveling around doing the fitting. As I told you, just in, we've got 3 of the 4 brand new ambulances, rescues coming in here. This is them, hot off the press. Kind of another shot here, some of the paint scheme, and you can see some of the wording on the side. Here's another angle, and of course the High Sheriff was in on the deal too. So the last one's coming in probably tomorrow or maybe next week, I'm not sure, but 3 of the 4, they got to get radios and all that stuff put in them right now, but they're on property right now. Happy holidays. I did want to bring up a point that the chief was not happy with the lighting package on the new ambulances and fire trucks he's been seeing. So he quickly developed a couple of ideas here for them. This is what the ambulances should look like going forward. He was worried about being seen through the intersection, so this is the ambulance, and this of course will be the fire apparatus look for those deals. But seriously, everybody, we want you to have a great holiday season. Spend what time you can with your families. Be careful. Come back safe through that. A lot of folks travel, a lot of people driving. So just be safe and be careful. And we wish everybody Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Holidays, with it, and just continued blessings and everything on your family. So if there's any questions or comments, as usual, let me know. Email's the best, rickparnell@polk-county.net. Thanks for watching.